In this video, I'm going to show you how to create A/B tests on your Elementor site using Optibase. So first things first, I do want to say you do need Elementor Pro for this because you do need to add custom HTML attributes. So with that being said, we're here in the Optibase dashboard. We've already installed the plugin. If you want to know how to do that, go to the link in the description where I have a video showing you how to install the Optibase plugin on your WordPress site. With that being said, with the plugin installed, we can go ahead and create a test. So you're going to want to name this whatever it is that you're testing. In this case, I'm going to create a demo where I'm testing two different CTA buttons. So I'm just going to call this CTA test. And then we can see three different options. And the difference between these three, A/B tests are when you want to test two different versions of something on the same page. So let's say a CTA button, let's say a hero section, something like that. URL split is for when you want to test completely different pages on your WordPress site. And then multivariate is basically like a big combination of different A/B tests. So let's say you have an A/B test running for your CTA button, for your hero section, and for a feature section. A multivariate test is going to find out the best combination of all of those different variants. So in this case, I'm just going to do an A/B test and click continue. The next thing that we need to do is create and connect a conversion. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to call this CTA. And we have a couple of different options. We have click, which since this is a button, that's what I want to do. We have form submit, we have page view, we have scroll depth, we have time on page, and programmatic allows you to trigger it through JavaScript. So I'm going to do click, and we have this count once per user option. If you are on something like an e-commerce site, you may not want to click this because people may purchase things multiple times, but on any other site, you probably are going to want to select count once per user so that someone doesn't click it a bunch of times and mess up your data. So now we can see we have created this conversion and the ID is CTA. So we have data-optibase-click-conversion-ID equals CTA. So I'm just going to click that to copy that. And then we're going to go to our Elementor site and we're going to add that anywhere that we want to trigger it. So we have two different versions of our button here. We have get started and we have click here. I'm going to want to add it to both. So over here in the attributes section in Elementor, just go ahead and paste that in. Now in Elementor, it works a little bit differently. It's not this with the equals and the quotation marks. So we're actually going to go ahead and just delete the equals and the quotation marks. And instead, we're going to do this little line thing as is recommended by Elementor. Just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And then I'm actually going to add it to the other button as well. Just like that. And then we can go ahead and publish it. So now this is going to track when someone clicks on one of these. So now back into Optibase, we can go ahead and click on next, and then we can create our variants. So let's say first, create variant, and then second as well. Create variant. And now we can just go ahead and tag these variants in our Elementor site. So you can see we have data-optibase-variant ID first and second. So what I'm going to do in this case is add it to the exact same element. So I'm going to go to attributes over here. I am going to make a new line and I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm just going to add this line here. And then as you can see, we have first. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that, go to the other button, go to our attributes. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to replace the word first with second, just like that. Now we are good to go with our variant. So the next thing we need to do is hit complete. And then we can see over here that it's been completed, it's in draft. There's one more thing we need to do, and that is add the test ID. So it's right here. We're going to click copy on that. And then to the exact same element, we are going to add it in the exact same way by deleting the equals and the quotation marks and just adding this here. So now I'm going to go ahead and tag the other variant with that as well. And then we are done with our attributes. So just like that. Now in this case, my variant is just a button, but let's say you had your conversion, let's say you had a hero section with a button inside of it. It would be the exact same, just instead of adding all of these to the exact same element, you would have the conversion ID on your CTA button, and then you would have the test ID and the variant ID on the section itself. So that is it. Now I can go ahead and click publish over here in Elementor. Now I can set this to active. I can also schedule it, but in this case, I'm going to set it to active. Now let's go ahead and open our site and see if everything is working as it's supposed to. So I just opened it in an incognito window, and as we can see, we can only see the variant that says get started. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. Now we're testing it. And now I'm going to go back into Optibase and see if everything tracked as we want it to. Just like that, we can see it has tested it twice, once from when I opened it and the other time from the incognito mode. The conversion has tracked. So just like that, we are up and running with our A/B test. Now I'm going to explain to you a couple of the other things that you can do in Optibase as a little demo. So you can go ahead and actually set restrictions on your test if you want to. For example, you can restrict it to certain locations, certain device types, certain operating systems, and even browsers. You can set it to auto stop. So let's say you want it to stop immediately once 100 users have been tested, which I wouldn't recommend. Ideally, if you can wait for 1,000 or at least a couple hundred, that would be ideal. If you don't want to auto stop it, but you want to get alerted when something happens, you can also go ahead and set up an alert. And along with that, you can view your total site analytics and just see how everything is going on your site. Along with that, there are multiple workspaces. So if you're a freelancer or an agency and you work for clients, you can have different workspaces set up to organize everything nicely. And along with that, you can export all of your data however you want. So that's it. That's how you use Optibase to easily and efficiently set up A/B tests on your Elementor site. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more with Elementor, drop a like and drop a comment below, and we'll see you in the next videos.